But that's the point. It is effective when you do each word, because I'll stop cursing a lot since doing that. So that's just saying. So I think we may be streaming live. What's up, beautiful people? What's going on? It is Black Horror Humor, and we are here for the first live conversation ever. So thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all for being with us. We are your hosts, your beautiful Black crew. We have Leah from. Oh, y'all go talk.
I thought you were doing all the introductions. Well, my name is Leah. I am one of the three co-hosts of Black Horror Humor, and I'm excited to be here because I am the one who's always I'm gonna make it home at the end of the day. Like, that's what's gonna happen in any horror movie. I'm gonna make it home at the end of the
day. Okay, I like that. And y'all know me. I'm not going to make it because just what Leah said. If she makes it, that means I don't make it. If we going by horror movie rules, the emotional death has to happen. Okay, and it's most likely going to happen either during halftime or in the third quarter. So Baylor's not making it to the end, but I do make it to the next set of movies because I left some tapes behind, some video cassettes telling y'all how not to die in the future movies. Will y'all pay attention? We don't know. Y'all laughed at me about the chest pass. I still think it's effective. Okay.
This chest pass, I hope it's not the end of you. I really hope. I hope it's not going to be the end of you.
It will. And I'm Drake, coming through. Glad to be here. Happy to have y'all. We live, baby. We live. And we're going to be doing a few semi-reviews. It's really, we're going to be doing a few pitches with y'all. Shows that y'all should check out. No, we're a podcast of, well, we used to say, what, 2 Black, 1 African-American descendant of slavery, individuals that come together that we watch horror movies, shows, series, shorts, and we give our feedback about them and we rate them and we try to tell y'all, hey, y'all should check them out. You don't even have to be a fan of horror. Let us do that for you. Yeah. And if you want to join us, come through as well. But, welcome to Black Horror Humor. We have a good time. But once again, we're doing a few pitches this great day. And, if you want to join us from wherever you're coming from Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, hey, come through. We make this a regular thing, but we starting out. But
or maybe not, because we do want to cuss at times.
I'm trying to better myself. Now we could do we could turn this into the future. You know how we do the private conversations on Zoom, and we just hey, just come on over there. That's when we get gritty, really get into it.
Yeah.
We can do private.
We can do that.
And we got to figure out how we can start watching the shows again, because they, do some watch parties. Because I know some apps that do watch parties that's still active now. For now, they done cut out a lot, but we still trying to make it shake.
We got to tap in with our designated member that hasn't arrived on the show yet, and Greg. I'm pretty sure he has to find something out there for us.
Does Greg watch horror movies?
He will force him to.
Oh gosh. Okay.
He has horror stories himself.
That is a fact.
That's why he don't need the movies.
Live that life. That's why I don't watch dramas. But yeah, we're going to be pitching From, a television series that is previously from Epix, but now has been bought out by MGM Plus. Well, everything from Epix has been bought out. We're going to be doing, Megan? And then following,
She's doing Leah's doing Clock.
No, I'm doing Clock.
Okay, well, if you come from Twitter, disregard Megan. And what's the third
one? Scream 6.
And Scream, and completely disregard that. I put Cocaine Bear. But okay.
Were you listening to the conversation?
I wasn't.
Were you just throwing stuff out?
Because while I was making a tweet, y'all was talking, and y'all were talking about Megan when I started making a tweet. Y'all were talking about Megan.
Okay. We were talking about Megan.
And when I heard,
we can still talk about Megan. We can still talk about it.
I'm still gonna watch Megan.
I do got something to say about her though.
Was it?
Don't go ahead. Say it.
This
is live. And this is recorded.
She needs to follow directions. I will just say that.
I'll shut down if I want to shut down, but this is the conversation I want to stay privy to. So
I know if I tell you to do something and it's not done, oops. Okay, somebody needs to go power down.
If she has the option to stay online, I mean, we saw what happened to old boy in the lab.
Yeah. Well, so like Drake said earlier, we're here to pitch these movies / shows, so you can go out there and check them out for yourselves. We cannot tell you how not to be scared. We can tell you how to avoid these situations, but we can't tell you how not to be a bleepity bleep. Okay. Just keep the lights on. That's 50% of survival right there.
Keep the lights on.
Hey, let me tell you. I'm glad you said that, Baylor, because things we watch may not be scary to us because, we have been born into this, what did Bane say? Some of y'all just
you simply adapted to it.
Yeah,
I was born into the darkness
when it came out this, so this is what we enjoy watching. So if we find something that's scary, it may not be scary to you, but it probably is. But if you sometimes we may watch it and like, oh, this is humorous, it may be horrific to you. We don't know, but you got to check it out. But you can watch us and just listen to us because we're the professionals right now. I've been looking, how do I become a professional critic? What do you take up to be that? Because some people just be talking, but we have our different perspectives and sometimes we don't even agree, but at the end of it all, that's why we have a different perspective and views. And man, like for instance, I haven't watched Megan yet. I have some I look like it's gonna be a little funny, especially the ones that's been dancing. I don't like my villains to dance. Like that's my thing. Unless it's Pennywise.
Can you imagine Mike Myers just bust out doing a rerun?
You would have lost respect.
Yeah. I'm with Drake on that one. But shout out to the Leprechaun though, because he has some moves.
Now, now Leprechaun, that's different because he showed what he's a. If you gonna be dancing, you got to be gory with your kills. You got to I can still, my man Freddie, he was gory, but I can't see Freddie dancing. Freddie could do some other stuff. If Freddie did a Generation X sign like the that would still scare me. I would still respect Freddie.
That's still in his personality. Trey.
Yeah, completely.
I feel like after the what was that? Freddy 3. It was the video game one. I feel like he would still be taken seriously if he danced.
Yeah.
I feel like because of that one, he was so goofy in that one, his kills were still gory. Nah, I would still take him seriously if he danced.
Said now playing with power.
Nah, so how you I can kick it off with From. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So, oh my God, so From, y'all. Season 2. This is season 2 of From. If I give y'all season 1, once again, if y'all go to MGM Plus, Amazon Prime, season 1, if you're not hooked by season 1, I don't know what to tell you. That's first and foremost.
You in by the first episode though.
Man.
That one, that show, I was in on the first episode.
Hey, protect your family. Your job is to protect your family. If you have kids in your household, you need to nail the windows shut. And little kids are stupid. I'm gonna say that right now. Stupid. I don't know how she missed the memo, but this is we're talking about season 1, episode 1. It gonna get you, and they don't hold no punches either.
Yeah. And the thing is, this show is basically about following directions, the structure that they built that now you're a part of. You're trying to understand it. If you're new to the area, you want to make sure you follow the directions because obviously these people have been there long enough to let you know how things go. And you must remain mentally strong because that's where the shift from season 1 to season 2.
Okay. That's when I'm glad you touched on that because it's like, damn, it's for real, man. Because what we're dealing with from you guys from ghouls. Let's can I call them ghouls? I'm gonna call them ghouls. Okay.
Well, they were referred to as monsters a few different times.
Yep.
Yep.
They do things different. Okay.
Yeah, they disrespectful.
Because when you have something, they don't run after you. They just casually walk.
Hey, Julie.
Yeah.
Hey, come here.
Casually walk.
We gotta talk about how important that arm's length is to some of these characters. Because to me,
when she said, "Hey, father," and he turned around and just the
see this season 1 right here. See, they still on season 1. So let me tell y'all, because season 1 will get y'all hooked. Okay. And I'm telling y'all, this is coming from a Black professional here. Season 1 will get you hooked. All right. Yeah. Season 2, though. First 3 episodes of season 2. Watch the most recent episode last night. Season 3. I mean, episode 3. And like if you watch season 1, the main thing is so much going on. We want answers. We waited. Oh, it's been a whole year waiting on season 2, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 dropped, and I'm like, okay, you got my attention. I'm here. But y'all ain't answered a damn thing, and I got more questions now. Why? And it's not like I'm mad. It's like, it's like, and that's the thing. It's kind of like I'm on episode 3.
Episode 3. Okay.
And I'm kind of like, man, cause I'm glad when Baylor said your mentality being there. If I would have there, I would have went crazy. And I have a strong mentality. I was like, it's too much. Fuck it. Oh. Ah!
Thank you, Drake. You're the one. You're the one who keeps reminding yourself.
Did I say it? Okay, y'all didn't hear that. I said, bucket, nucket if you bucket. Okay, so I would have went crazy. I would have been very disturbed. It would have been out of pocket. So when I went to the point of this episode right here, the 3rd one, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but the dad went out to get answers.
Right.
He had to go. Y'all remember he had to go into the tree.
Right.
When he got from the other plot it was just so much like, what is this? Yeah. What is this? And he's like, he got somewhere and he bumped into someone. They're like, what's going on? Daddy like, oh, really? I'm like, y'all remember the bus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's the main thing I remember.
Hey,
yeah.
Because they never had that many people come at once either. 20 people. Bank day. Okay.
You know what that tells me? Let the bodies hit the floor.
They hit.
Ooh.
They came out because you remember it looked like it was getting dark, but it was that storm. So they, once again, they try to, hey, we gotta go. It's always, some folks trying to make stuff difficult. And it's like, man, they want to follow directions. Want to do it. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
I'm gonna do what I want.
You're not gonna make it tomorrow, but okay.
Hey, some people.
I see 20 people on a bus. Immediately, I think you're not letting majority of these people make it out of this.
Oh yeah.
Of course not.
More made it than I expected. I would say that. I ain't like so no. So you should expect, but man, we had some people that we like. Just let y'all know. We had some people that we like.
I get attached to the characters real quick.
I know. Not for this show. Not for this one. Episode. Y'all know me. When one of us don't make it, it drops a grade. But they took out so many other. I'm like, I can't be by. They were very equitable. It was very equitable kills. I would say that
it was very diverse.
Yes. And it's some like, oh man, can I say this without spoiling too much? Can I say this? Like, it was one point, because once again, these monsters don't chase y'all. They chase you, but they don't run after you. Put it that way. They follow you.
Yeah, they stalk you.
2
So
miles per hour, so everybody sees you.
And they so cool and they so laid back. Like one of them, they was screaming from inside. They like, hey buddy, hey guy, and went up and shook the dude's hand. Oh, everybody like that, and that's what. And it was a character in there that has been there for some time that snapped. And the thing is, I would have snapped. I said, yeah, that would probably, because what can you do? They letting them in the
But
house.
It's a good thing that you said that they are friendly because they almost know what you
What to say.
want. Yeah, they know what you, so for example, I might be inside the house, they'll come up to the window or to the door, and they'd be like,
Got any
"Baby,
hoodies?
look, I got some new merch, a whole box." And then I'm gonna be like, "Oh my God, I need some new merch. Let me open up the
Hey,
yeah.
straight. And the thing is,
that's what I'm gonna do with the flowers.
But it's not only that. The thing is, so you know, with a mom at the end, what happened with the mama, the one with the hole at the end. Y'all need to watch it.
I feel like you should talk about the premise of the show, because if I was on the outside looking in, I wouldn't know what this show was.
And that's what I want them to understand, that because we still figuring it. Like I said, we still figuring it out, y'all. So let me say, if you're taking a family trip, if we're taking a trip, we're just going on a road trip, y'all, and we end up seeing a tree blocking the road, then boom, you see some crows, and bam, you kind of diverge around the tree or whatever, and now you pass this small town. You keep driving, you pass it again, and you pass it again. This is from the makers of what's the name of that show that was on NBC? Lost. The people who made Lost created this show right here. So you can imagine how Lost was. This is like the same.
It has some ingredients. It got some of the same ingredients.
They don't know if they're in limbo. They don't know if they're already deceased. They don't know what's going on. And when the people get there, the other people in the town knows what's happening. And their goal is to prepare you, because when it hits darkness, when it hits nightfall, things turn up.
Club hours.
These things come from the woods that look like people from back in the day. Something like maybe early 90s, okay? Yeah. Dressed normally, fine, very friendly people what it comes off of, but they're not people, they're monsters.
Some of them a little pale, some of them need a little sun.
Most of I don't think I ever seen one black one, have we?
I know. Most of them are, like Baylor said, most of them are pale.
Yeah, they're pale.
Yeah. So I don't, that's a good thing. I ain't seen one yet. Yeah, but
might be a grade up.
But when I tell you that friendliness and that kindness, and they're very like, and that's why you got to watch kids, because kids are stupid and gullible. They come up to black kids. I don't know you, but the thing is, they are strong, and kind of find out after this most recent. Oh man, y'all make it to episode 3. Like this third one, they not only would hurt you, kill you, they also like to play with you too. Like, it's not just a full attack. They did something. They're smarter than what you think they are. And after seeing with the mother when she dropped in the hole, it's crazy. But when you're working through it, you have a town full of people, that just end up there for numerous different reasons. And it's really figuring out, 1, how to get out. 2, why are they there? 3, it's not like we're all traveling the same place. They got people from all around the United States. I don't think they have anybody else that's from different countries, but they are from the US, but it may be some people that speak different languages and things. And the thing is, you have to have these talismans to keep you safe in the house or within the closed like room or bus, anything that nature. You have to have closed doors. But if they get in, it's a wrap. Like, it's a wrap.
Barbecue chicken.
Yeah, and I don't know why anybody just haven't did the whole ring around the rosy, like what Day did with Baby D. Just keep running around, walking around, because they can't chase you. You just got to be patient. But that would be scary.
And more the thing is, they just swarm at some point. It just ends up a whole bunch of people walking towards you until you're kind of in this circle. And she did mention, I want to say in the first episode, she did mention that first or second episode of the first season, that her sister, like they weren't killing her, they were skinning her and keeping her, like, because she said she kept hearing her scream for hours.
You right. They did something like that in this. They did something like on the levels of it. It's like they wild, dog. But you're getting more. It's like you're getting more you're working the problem out. That's the way I can put it. This is like algebra. All right. You're not getting the full answer, but you're getting your problem solving it. But it's like more, you know, if you ever done like a complex algebra project or a problem, and you're getting to like one part and you got more answers, I can go this way or that way. That's what it feels like. Because, man, even with it's one of the new folks from the bus. This person, like, he's clairvoyant, and he's a black guy too. He's please let that soul live, because you can tell he's about to be a new main character though. And it's like, man, it does. And you know, the weird dude that's been there since he was younger, he's peeping game on a lot of stuff. It's like, I think he's gonna snap next, and it's just so much that's happening right now. But that's why with this show right here, it is fun. So if y'all trying to watch from season 1, I believe gonna get you. Okay, season 1, it's catchy, it's mysterious. I would say, I like, once again, as far as horror television shows, as far as the first season, it matches almost to The Walking Dead. Not fully. Not fully. If Walking Dead is a 10, I believe Walking Dead first season was that's the bar.
They had a good first season. This is like an 8.
This is like an 8. I give this a strong 8, because this one right here, with the kills, with the relationships and drama and problems, and I may bump up to the knock, even with the situation of Mama and how they set up a system, like Baylor is saying, because they didn't have a system before, and they used to talk about they used to just have to hide, and they had to do some of that. Just hiding from these things are scary, because you never know, they may see you and they just like circle back around for you. But these things right here, when they learned the system was going for, and they still learning different ways, and if you watch season 1, you know they made a lot of progress.
Yep.
A lot of progress. Thought they made a lot of progress. And the whole time, these things like, I can't. I want to talk to y'all about it, but I can't. I'm gonna leave it right there.
That's a good pitch. You know what I mean? So
if y'all got anything to add with season 2, I'm trying to tell y'all, for the folks here, with Baylor and Leah, y'all need to watch season 2. Because we got to talk about it, because I want to talk about it now. But when you watch it, one and maybe like a little slow, cool. 2 is a little slow. 3 is really a slow burn, but 3 is a slow burn one. But it's a very, what decisions to make, and they bring in some more relationships that you like you're not there to bring in the drama. You know, they basically did the Shane and Rick. And
that's a cold love triangle. Wow.
Yeah.
That's nasty business right there. That's
very much so. Business.
From my perspective, it was the first thing that I got from it was there's a world inside of another world. And we're trying to figure out, how are these people going to get out of this bubble? I don't know the boundaries outside of that tree. You know what I mean? But we do know there's a plot twist that I need to know about.
Gotta watch it.
Okay.
But I love what you say right there, because that's what you think it is.
Okay. And you know what? I'm glad I might be wrong or right. But when Drake said that, you know, it's a possibility that he would break mentally, I can see myself doing the same thing. I can see myself running towards freedom, even though there's a wall there. Maybe. We don't know, but I'm gonna run, because eventually I'm like, I got to get back to the city. I'm not used to being around all these trees like this. At least not these type of trees. You know, I'm used to being under palm trees. Okay, I'm sorry. You know, but I will say this: I'm the last, because once it started hit about, you know, it starts to get dark around here around 7. I'm in the house. See, the one thing about us, you got to understand, we knew the rules before they had the rules to horror films. You know, we had to be inside the house when them street lights came on. So we was already prepped and trained to be inside the house at a certain time. We don't have any problems with following directions. Now, did we go against our parents from time to time? Maybe a handful or less, because we didn't want to get whoopings. But at the same time, there's certain rules and regulations that you have to follow within this show to survive, because if you don't, they also govern themselves like the outer world. They have their officer, they have their government body. And we have seen people being, am I using the word right? Exiled?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you can call it, being exiled.
So it's like, but it's also a teaching, learning lesson, even though I don't think you need to see that type of lesson to understand that you shouldn't be outside. But one of the most heartbreaking things is knowing that you were the cause of a situation, and now you have to pay for it in that same light. You know what I mean? So again, to me, this show is about following directions, staying on your P's and Q's, keeping your head on a swivel. And like Drake said, he referenced next Friday, you get caught into a situation like that, you better get on your day, okay? Because even though they are walking, that walking is a little faster when you're panicking, or sometimes some people in situations where it's chaos, they freeze. That's the last thing that you want to do is freeze.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I talk about this. I want to implement this. And maybe in a later episode, we could talk about, which I think is important to horror films, the arm length or the reach with some of these characters. To me, yes, being biased, if you are with arm reach in front of Michael, when I tell you it's your chances of getting out of that man grips is, you might have a chance with Chucky. Yo, let me tell you something. Some of y'all, especially in the first Chucky movie, y'all got some nerve to tussle with that plastic doll. Let me tell you, I seen him get tossed into the fireplace. Okay, all right. So, and almost thrown out the window. No, he did get thrown out the window, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yeah, I would have fought. I would have been one of them folks that fought Chucky.
At the same time.
Wait, I know she got thrown out the window. Did he get thrown out the window in the first one?
I thought he
she threw him. He been thrown. Yeah, he got thrown out the window, didn't he?
I want to say I remember him getting thrown out the window.
No, she did. She got thrown out the window.
She got thrown out the window.
She got thrown out the window.
That's all. Like, he got thrown.
Somebody went out. He got thrown, but somebody went out that window, though.
Somebody went out that window.
Yeah, but I think he was thrown. Hey, Josh.
Even in the car scene, his little Chucky feet was like running around the car.
He got thrown in that. Yeah, he got thrown in that fireplace, though.
He did.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, barbecue chicken.
You better speak to me, or I'm gonna put you in the fireplace.
So again, even with a character as small as him, if he's close to you, he can cause a lot of damage. So what I'm trying to tell you is that these quote unquote monsters, whatever you want to call them, they are not popular as far as the vintage characters that we're talking about. But that doesn't mean that they can't do the same or even worse type of damage to you.
Listen.
Big fact.
What you got, Leah?
Even rewatching the first season to prepare for this second season, like, you're right, you have to follow directions. I can't tell you which person I would be, because I would say I thought I would be Boyd's wife. And be like, no, I don't know what we're doing here. But then I was like, no, I couldn't be her, because after doing what she did and her being taken out, like that was a lot. I also don't think that I could be the colony's leader or living in the colony house or even having my own space. It's a lot to try to have to figure out how to live in a new society that is just trying to figure out. Because some people are like, no, like the guy, like the second guy from the accident who made it and like stealing people's bicycles and trying to run around town, thinking that he's in an escape room or something. Try to have hope from, putting together a tower to try to connect with someone else, only to be told that your wife is in danger. Like, there's so many different aspects of the show where I wouldn't even want to be in this situation, because I feel like I would be the same way we were during quarantine, in the house, not going anywhere, and hoping that somebody is nice enough to me to bring me food, because I'm not leaving my house. Like, I would just be a recluse. But then you run into the issue of turning into old girl that Boyd left with to go into the forest, where she's like listening to the voices, and they said. So yeah.
Have to interrupt. You're correct, because more and more when I was watching season 2, I understand. Not that's the thing. I understand because I think some other characters about to start going that way too.
Yeah, they're whispering to them. They know them. Like it's unclear why these creatures know so much about them, because even the first day when the monster saw the daughter, he was like, "Hey, Julie, how's it going?" And then gets shot in the shoulder. Was like, "Oh, but also I'm still coming after you." And it was like, yeah, he said your name, right? Yeah. Why do they know so much about us? We don't know, but they'll say whatever they need to say to get close to you. And so it's just like, be and
they are master manipulators.
This don't sound familiar to the listeners. This don't sound familiar to y'all. This is y'all dating life. Okay. Y'all been going through, they just saying sweet nothings to get close to you and mess your life up. Let me tell you, this is a show where you shouldn't be focused on having sex at all.
Listen, that's the last thing on your mind.
Because they're going to pull up.
Listen.
They're going to pull up. That person that you haven't seen in a while, they knocking on the window. They oiled down. And they telling you to open up that window.
Because that's what happened to old boy with the flowers. Yeah.
Exactly. He was too horny. So
yeah, he was like, and that's the thing. Like, that's why I was like, I want to be a social recluse so that I'm not bothered. But then being by yourself and not being social can lead to that. Where now you put everybody in danger, because he lost his tongue first.
That scene right there, he don't lost it. He got Eric. He got a lot of people taken out, all because, like Baylor said, he was horny. He was on it.
But
he was getting that attention, and that's why when y'all do 3-mans and all that. When y'all do the couple, y'all going out, somebody got to take the corny friend. Somebody got to take it, because if you don't, it's going to be bad news for everybody.
Listen.
Yeah.
These are the rules.
Because what is it? Some dude just looked up and was like, "Oh, snap." And it was just the whole house ran.
The old girl that used to be stealing all the time?
Oh, no, they got her first, but the house didn't know about it until dude looked up from downstairs.
And that grin he had on his face.
Hey, first of all, can you imagine walking into that room like everything cool? You look around, I'll be like, yeah.
Oh, because she was ready to steal something. She was like, "Oh, that sweater." Oh yeah, she was like, "Oh, I'm just living my life. I'm safe in here." Oh snap!
I would have been. I would have been. I would have threw a tantrum. I would have been mad. Like, nah, not like this, man. Nah,
they have no problems with. They have no problems with painting y'all walls.
But hey, let's bring it back. That dude with the grin, he shoot himself in. He's an all-star now. That man right there, he could be the next Michael. He come in season 2.
That look, watch that one again, because I thought that was the same.
That look was
the one that looked over the balcony with the
yeah.
He came in season 2.
He played that part a little too good.
Too well.
This man season 2. This man said, "You picked the wrong spot to hide." Oh,
man. Hey, no. It's time to go.
No.
Like when you said that, them folks are like, "What you talking about?"
No.
Cause everybody think they cool. Could they be coming in talking about, "Oh, I was from the bus too"?
Yeah, everybody think it's sweet. Everybody.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like
headshots. Everybody. I can't. That's why I feel like living in that world, I would either have to know everybody, or I'm just gonna be the crazy lady living in the attic and I can't know anybody.
So
I have my own talisman. I have my own no.
That would be a good. They could add that in. That would be a good.
Like, don't talk to me. I don't want to know anybody, or I have to know everybody.
That would be a good character to add to the show, though. For real.
Like, I'm getting my own talisman. I don't care. I don't trust everybody's. You using one talisman for the whole house?
Yeah,
absolutely not.
No, I'm rocking mine like a rapper chain.
Right.
Hey, that's how the sheriff does it.
Right.
This is exactly how the sheriff does it. He does not play. Oh man, y'all need to watch it. Y'all need to watch. Not only everybody's listening to our voices, and seeing us on the YouTubes, but y'all need to watch season 2. I ain't trying to rush y'all because I'm behind on some things, But man, do you know how this is like Christmas to me. I was like, I can't wait. And when it dropped, I was like, you know how on Christmas Day let's say you wanted to get a PlayStation 5, but you end up getting a very base model, but you can upgrade it. Mm-hmm. You got your PlayStation, you asked for it, but it's like I didn't get any games. Let's say I didn't get any games with it. Okay, I didn't get any games. It's like I'm not mad because I got what I wanted, but it's not done yet. That's what season 2 is like.
Okay. That's how I wait to binge it, so I don't have to I don't have to wait until, because they're only releasing season 2 week by week, so it's from now till June.
And I've been watching them on Saturday, like when it hit. We on the West Coast, so right when it hit 11 o'clock. Let me go to MGM Plus, whatever, Glide, whatever, get in. And the way they have it's confusing how they have my stuff set up now. Like I have to watch the previous episode to watch the next episode, unless they want me to log in from my phone and do the whole thing. But y'all ain't got to worry about that, hopefully. But when I tell you, it's like they're doing a good job, and it's like answers that I know. So I'm figuring out some of the answers, but I don't want to tell y'all right now. You know what I mean? I'm figuring some of the stuff out. Like when we talk, that'll be a good conversation, because it's like, because I may watch episode 3 again before I go to church tonight.
That's wild that you're gonna do that before you go to church.
Right. Well, he got to get in there and get some prayer.
You try to get it in before you go. Praise the Lord. I hear you. So what's next?
What you got, Baylor?
I got Scream 6.
All right, let's talk about it.
Now, I want people to understand that even the casual scary movie watchers, you got to understand this is history right here. It's not too many people that can last this long in a horror game unless you have a real. See, there's nothing. There's no science fiction behind this, which makes this this franchise unique, because this is 27 years of these cats running around.
That's a long time.
That's a very long time. And to keep the same.
Michael been around for what, 60 years?
Yeah. And we seen it in the last movie. That boy was hurting. That boy was hurting.
Leatherface too, though. Leatherface too.
Yeah. He different. Because I think once he learned his ABCs, it's gonna be over.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Learn how to read a map.
He don't have to read the map. He knows
he know that area
like the back of his hand.
Yeah.
Even though it's somebody else's hand that he's wearing.
But I want to say the key word to this whole franchise is connection. 27 years of a connection. Somebody is always connected to somebody for this franchise to move on. The great thing that they attach to this is that with the connection, you don't necessarily need a connection to be a part of it. They have built a cult-like following outside of the connection to keep the franchise alive. So the dope thing about this is that you don't even have to start from the original movie. You can actually go backwards. Really? I might try. Yeah, I think if you start from 6 and work yourself all the way back down to 1, it'd be just as great. Because now you're about to figure out how those connections all started. Instead of seeing where the connections lead to. You know what I mean? Because originally back in 96, it was new. This was the first hybrid scary movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we're used to seeing these characters pop up on you or walking slow. We always, in Black Horror Humor, we have this joke. When they cut the camera, them cats start running. Okay, I don't care what y'all say. All right, you know what I mean? The only person that has showed his true speed and colors is Leatherface. Out the gate, he don't even, how they say from 0 to 60? No, he takes off at 60 miles per hour out that gate. Make the noise, Drake. Out the gate. And you know what?
Let me do that really quick. I'm scared myself right now.
let me just tell you something. Newsflash.
Because imagine just hearing that from another room. I'm sorry.
If you hear that sound and it's getting louder, he got you. Okay. He got you. Okay. And don't run in the clothes hangers.
Oh, yeah. The hanging laundry.
Run through
the clotheslines.
Clothesline.
Clothesline. Don't do that. That's a lesson learned. Don't do that. Okay.
Because that man know the pressure. He's a butcher.
Hey, watch this. He know how to get through them sheets. Okay, you know what I mean. But with Ghostface, this is a character that could possibly never die. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, there's no science fiction to this to the origin story. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You can kill him and or her off, but it can always come back. So if you are not necessarily a fan of, I know a lot of people are scared of the vintage original Boogeyman, you know, the disformed looking superhuman natural strength or whatever. This is a day-to-day person, you know, that can throw on a nightgown and a mask. Go get and then let's talk about them elite knives that they be having. These ain't them knives in a drawer, okay? They got some girth to them, okay?
Like that.
Okay. And look, and every time they wipe I think that's their signature move, is wiping the blood from the knife before they're about to kill somebody else. Okay. And it always has that one sound effect that just, maybe something is wrong with me, but I like to hear it. Okay. So, you know, all right. Are we a little crazy? Maybe. But I think this is a character that we're going to see for a long time. I grew up with this character. I was a teenager when I was first introduced to this character. I am 40 years old, and this character is still here, right? So if you want to hear my best pitch, this is something. If you're into soap operas, this is probably the top tier horror soap opera of all time. Because you got to think about it. The drama behind all these killings is messy in-house stuff.
Can I add something?
Mm-hmm.
They have done such a good. They break the fourth wall without breaking the fourth wall. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because Scream is in a universe that they make horror movies about the previous horror movie, about the previous horror movie situation. It's real. Like, for instance, I can see Scream going another 40 years.
Yeah.
Because just like they did with, well, it could get really scary, but just like they did with Freddy, New Nightmare. You know, if y'all remember New Nightmare, when they actually brought in Wes Craven to be a part of the film and the real actors, and they that movie was a complete break of the fourth wall, but they had Freddy in it, trying to come into the real world. They could do a movie that they could do that what is actually happening in the movie. And I was just thinking scarily, because this is not like Freddy Krueger is a real thing. Like, this is not fiction. They could really have a real Ghostface killer out here in the world. There's many mass shootings we having everywhere. Message. But the thing is, that's why I'm like, they can keep this going for a long time. Long time.
Yeah. And you want to know one thing that they haven't done though, Drake, that I'm excited about. And maybe if they listening, y'all might be listening because y'all on strike right now. But and I'm on y'all side, by the way. And I do honk my horn in support when I see y'all. We haven't even seen different flavors.
I know.
That's
I haven't seen the end of this. Well, they had a little spice at the beginning of this one. They brought in that person was a different flavor, a little bit, but he was a different flavor.
they
didn't make it long.
They had some retro ingredients added to this film. They also added a filter to the costume that I thought was phenomenal. But we're so used to seeing the traditional all black with the white face, right?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen. I'm not trying to make look. I know this is black horror humor. I'm not trying to make it that, but I can see some different colors in the future.
This is black horror humor. We are making it that. What you mean?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
we're very intent on making it that.
I'm just saying. I'm not trying to see him running around in Burberry, but you see that color Drake got on right now? Oh my God! If I saw Ghostface in that color right there, I'm getting in the car. I'm not running. That man needs business. He took time to go find those threads to kill you. Okay, that means the the plan that he has set out going to take. I want to talk about how serious they're taking like this role. And again, if y'all haven't seen it, the I want to say the first quarter of the movie, you'll probably understand that is bigger than the connection of 27 years. So once you see what I'm talking about outside of that 27-year connection, that's where it gets scary, because even if you find a way to kill off the timeline, a new one has already started. You know, it's just that timeline that died off, it died off from the origin story, from the drama. You know, look, it was some freaky parents, you know what I'm saying, that walked across the street, got it on, and one family just said enough is enough, because somebody sent some Christmas presents over there that didn't make it to this house, and they mad. Okay, it's something we know of. Papa was a Rolling Stone, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and you know, ex-wives and children and stepchildren wasn't having it. All it is drama, and it just went too far. I don't know where they get these knives from, but they got them.
I'm kind of like, can I say this? That reporter, how is she got some, like, why are you still in the field reporting, first and foremost?
Yeah, well, she milking it.
Because
it's
she should be like an executive producer or something now.
No, you know what I mean? To be that. That's where she gets her thrills.
She's been employed for 27.
That's what I'm saying.
Years.
That's what I'm saying, baby. You should be retiring by right now.
Nah, she still wants to do it.
She Brett Favre in this thing. She Tom Brady.
What I can say is that I appreciate the change. I think this series is doing a little bit better job than what they did in the remake of Leatherface.
Wait, Leah, Drake, did you see something? Don't say
I just had to check.
Yeah,
I heard something. I'm glad I heard something. I'm like, you know.
Look, you know me.
Hey, I heard a little something after. I hate being in this corner.
What I appreciate is that they've changed the setting from suburbs to city. Right. And so when you're in the suburbs, of course, it's like quiet streets, sprinklers going off, everybody in their homes, setting alarms, things like that. When you're in the city, is like essentially anything goes. Like it's always noise. You don't really hear anything else of what's going on. So it's easier to get away with certain things, right? Especially if you have to go from like house to house to take people out to now you're on a crowded train that could take out multiple people. You know what I mean? So I appreciate them changing it, and even with them setting like a new timeline or redefining the origin story a little bit for this set. I think that is really cool that now they're in the city and we get to see it a little bit more gritty, like a little bit more. I think that they started off with the thriller, right? Adding thrills into horror, right? In 96, 95, 96. And now they are, all right, so let's add to the city. What like you on a busy city street, everybody's out partying, especially when you have college kids in the city. Like, you know, things can go off. It can get scary real fast. And so I like that they play on that aspect instead of just being in the suburbs, because the suburbs only so much can happen to where you're like, oh my gosh, not here. But is interesting how they change the setting from the suburbs to the city.
Yeah.
And can I throw in coincidence? I'm only like 30% into the film, okay? And the bystander effect is live in effect, okay?
Oh,
like nobody's gonna do well.
Nope.
Like Leah's saying, but we see a lot of stuff happening in broad daylight. You can look at Twitter right now. I can scroll and see some wild stuff happening, you know. So when you have like Ghostface, he walking around with the mask and nobody think this is a big deal. I like, but that can happen up here in Seattle. People, when I saw at 7 a.m. in the morning, dude with a whole Doberman pincher mask on, just downtown at the subway, chilling with a trench coat. That stuff ain't normal.
Not only that,
that was number two. That was number two.
Drake, you brought it up. You brought it up earlier about this basically spilling over into real life.
Mm-hmm.
When this film was mentioned, and the week of, people went to and I seen it myself because I went. I didn't go the day of, or I didn't even go that weekend of. I went that Monday. They were literally passing out, and this is a callback from Scream 2, where when they went to go see Stab, they got a free mask. I'm not playing that. They did that.
I know they. I'm not.
Yeah,
because that was one of the points of the previous films. Yeah, I know that, but no, not for me. Not for me. No.
Didn't they do that in the movie? And then someone was taken. I forgot which one it was. I want to say it was the second one.
It was the second one with Jada
and Omar Epps. Yeah,
that's what I said. They did that off the grip, and they still doing it. That's the thing, and they can forever do it because that's a realistic thing. It's crazy folks out here.
Yeah.
But when I say when he ran into that gas station though, I was like, no, like, why didn't you have your blicky out already, Mr. Gas Station owner, sir? You know, and then get your stuff taken from you. I was disappointed in you, sir. You know.
Now this is public knowledge because this is part of their trailer.
Yes.
Once I seen Ghostface have control of that shotgun.
Oh, he was a surgeon.
That's when I knew. I said, oh, this is not going to be like Leah said, you have the suburbs and you have the city. The difference is I explained it to you in hip hop terms. You have singles and you have B-sides. Okay. The B-sides is that is the houses. Okay. That's intimate. That's the drama. The singles is what everybody listens to worldwide. You know what I mean? So we expect to hear that. You know what I'm saying? We don't normally hear the B-sides unless you are actually, a fan of or more intimate with that artist. Him going to the city is like going to the masses. You're listening to the single. So he fits right in. Again, wearing that mask in New York City, of all cities, that's nothing crazy about that. And especially around Halloween time, or if y'all just going to a theme party, you know what I mean? So to step on a subway or any type of public transportation and you see this on the train, I'm not from New York, I'm from LA, but from the videos that I've seen on Twitter and people that's from New York say, yo, it's crazy stuff like this that happen all the time. So the chaos is inside of the chaos, where you do this inside of a cul-de-sac area. You know what I mean? Something happens at this house, they pretty much shut down the block. It's you go to these PTA meetings and you might have to transfer your kid to a different school and stuff like that. It's very intimate. Y'all know the sheriffs by name. Y'all probably went to school with them. Versus you in the city, you don't know majority of these people. You know what I'm saying? So he could blend right in. And you don't know who it is. And you don't know how many. That's another scary thing for the foreseeable future. They might not just keep it at 2. Well, if they have a starting 5, it's over. It's over.
That's what I felt like this movie was like introducing us to the cult of Ghostface.
There you go. That's the word.
I was like, wait a minute. How? Okay. All right. If this is the direction we're going in, but it definitely does tell, it's a reflection, I think, of where society is and how people will cling to just about anything just to feel seen, to feel something, regardless. Because even the way he was describing his first kill in the beginning of the movie, I was like, she was just meat. And it was like,
hey, when he was like, yeah, you almost got me again. You almost got you almost got yourself again. When he was like, a movie. We ain't worried about no movie. A movie. I like, oh yeah, okay. He about that action. That's when it took another step. You know, it took another step. And like Leah said, some people do things for certain reasons to belong. You know, and some people do it for chaos. That was like very much a Joker statement right there.
Ain't that scary though? Like, yo, I don't.
Some
care.
people just want the chaos.
Yeah, like I don't care about the timeline. I'm just doing this because I'm a part of the cult. That's when it gets scary.
I was giving my marching orders, and this is what I have to do. Yeah, that's.
I want the next screen to be in Chicago.
Why? I need to know why.
Because Chicago is very different from New York, and the level of mind your business is very different in both areas.
Okay, so
what is your reasoning for moving it to Chicago?
So I want some diversity. I want some. Yeah. I've been getting that too. Baylor. I've been, just keeping it cool.
Is that the traditional hello, Sydney?
Hey, you see, I ain't saying that. I'm just coming right back to my friend. I don't know what they talking about here, but for real, like I really want to see them. I know they've had diversity, but I want to see like how they did Leprechaun in the Hood, which is a cult class. Look, this man, they got up. No, what you doing? But what you doing? You know we don't do that.
Why are we investigating?
Okay, we appreciate you. Hey, we appreciate y'all.
Wow. Oh,
and that's how it happens right there. I don't care. Nah, not with us on. I was about to end. Hey, thank y'all. Thank y'all for watching Black Horror Humor and chopping up with us on live. It's been real. It's been Leah. It's been Drake. Baylor tripping.
Yo, look, when we talk about from that merch.
Hey, see? Hey,
that's how they get
just like that.
That's how they get
you see me look though. You see me look. I saw him walk past the window. Yeah,
it'll be just that quick.
See, and this is why Baylor be the emotional death, because y'all for the last 10-15 minutes been drawn into Baylor's conversation, drawn into his story, to his reasoning. And y'all got attached to him, and then that fast he's out of here.
Well, the whole time
over some merch.
Hey, foreshadowing like an MF.
That was crazy, yeah. On a Sunday, the post office. Yeah, that wasn't the post office.
See,
yeah.
Hey, this is somebody have been in the audience, but it's Sunday.
y'all know the post office is not on strike. Y'all know they delivering on Sunday.
Yeah, they show ain't post office. Hey, shout out to the post workers out there. Much love to y'all on Right There. Always showing love and listening to everything culture, by the way. Gotta shout out my folks.
All right, y'all. It was supposed to be my turn, but we got to get out of here. It's already that time. So next time I will be able to tell you all about my movie. But let us know what shows, movies, or even video games y'all playing that are like horror fields. I'm interested in knowing what our audience is like.
Short films too. Let's not forget about them.
Oh, short films. Listen, Alter on YouTube.
Shout out.
Listen.
Yeah,
check them out. They do have some weird stuff, but also they do have some really good horror stuff. So watch our previous episodes and we'll tell you what we watched, and you can see all the things that we've been doing on this channel. Please make sure that you like, share, subscribe. If y'all check out From on it's on Prime. The first season's on Prime. The second season's out on MGM Plus. If y'all check out Scream 6, let us know. I want to know if y'all thoughts are similar to where we're headed with this. And make sure to follow us on We're not on TikTok. Are we on TikTok yet? Yeah, we are on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. Make sure that you share all the love. Connect with us. Let us know where you at. Where are you thinking in terms of horror? Like, do you have, because I know I don't be watching possession movies. That's not my thing. But most of the horror, like I'm good for. But yeah, thank y'all so much. Any other words from y'all fellas?
Keep the lights on.
Definitely.
And we appreciate y'all.
I was gonna say, Drake, that was too long of a pause.
It was something else. I was gonna say, are we ready for the video game shit? Because that's where I really I don't like scary video games, but I'll play them.
What?
Hey, you the one that told me
video games.
You the one that told me to get, what was the joint that we was playing?
Dead by Daylight.
Have you seen me play it?
You're right. You're right. You fooled me. You got me.
Because
I bought it.
I bought it too, but I haven't played it.
Where's Drake? Anybody seen Drake?
Hey, that could be a new introduction to the streaming right there. But yeah, we're on TikTok, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, of course, and we're on IG. Yeah. We need to pick that. We need to get our 1,000. That's what I was gonna say. Y'all make sure to check out Black Horror Humor on TikTok. If y'all get us to 1,000, we can go live and enjoy each other live on there too.